ReZero Season 4 Episode 8. And he's doing the thing. He's doing the emoji pose. So it looks like he really did lose his memory. This is going to be really interesting to see what's left. Don't be so hard on yourself. Good joke. Good joke, Subaru. This is like, I don't know, this ruins everything. Also, it's only been a year? What a year! Yeah, I mean, just adding to the mythos around Subaru in the eyes of others. He accomplished all these impossible things in a year. This is so disorienting, because we were doing this whole thing in the library, and like, there was what I thought the plot was, and the general feel I had for it, and now it's like, who knows? We're just starting over from zero. Again, starting over from 0 to. Starting life off in the same new world from 0. Right. This is very sad, especially for Pastrash. Do you remember your love for me? Do you remember lap time? Man, this is such a risky, crazy choice. What's exciting about it is that, what is Subaru? You sort of have to answer some questions here that are difficult to answer. Does the Subaru we know, the Subaru that he's become through all his experiences, carry through to the Subaru with no memories of any of this? I mean, I think you could make a strong argument that it would, because personality is a lot more than just memory. In fact, probably a lot of our composition was formed around events that we don't remember at all. Just very basically, a lot of the events of early childhood, for example. But then again, you might imagine some old habits would resume. You know, like the habits he's forcefully keeping at bay through memory, you know, direct, don't do that, I can't be like this anymore, you know, as opposed to really deeply internalized practice resolutions. Good point, yeah. If you solve the problem of the character or something. I don't know what a movie is. It's a dark world. Right. At least in Emilia's eyes, that question has been definitively answered. Subaru is Subaru. Why are you hitting yourself? That's not what? You shouldn't try to slap your unhappy face off of yourself. That's not how that works. I'll just slap the sadness right off my own face. Don't hit yourself. Yeah, she's definitely physically his type, whether or not she saves him in the alley. They're sure taking this in stride. And we're totally in the dark. Like, what the hell happened on those stairs? He did it twice! I mean, also, this has got to be crazy disorienting for Subaru, and he's taking it in stride. I guess he doesn't realize, or wouldn't realize, what's at stake. You know, this is sort of just like the very first Subaru where, oh, I'm in a fun fantasy world. When Subaru's life at ReZero is anything but a vacation. I missed the intro. We didn't get it last time. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, they're in the intro, right? Maybe his memories were eaten. Maybe there is a Sin Archbishop in the room with us. Not all of us are so kind about it. Not everyone took it in stride. This is highly inconvenient to Ram. This is a great fantasy world. This is not representative of your life here, Subaru, just so you know. Or, like, it is, but only part of it. This is your collection, and that's not as good as you think it is. Don't get excited. You would think it's the fantasy, right? But like, in the way that the whole fantasy world thing gets subverted. This harem also is not really what you want out of a harem. It's a lot of trouble, and you get accused of like being a little girl user all the time, and you end up doing a lot of work, a lot of thankless work for your harem. For example, Shala probably will shank you or shank your friends if she has an opportunity, or you know, you give her a reason, a sideways glance. Good instincts, I think. No. Who really gets used? You know, come to think of it. We call him the little girl user, but aren't the little girls using him? What does he use them for exactly? I can tell you what they use Subaru for. Toys is one of them, like stuffed dolls randomly. Turns out they're all just the Subaru user collectively. Oh, sister zoned. Right, he has no idea. This Subaru doesn't know what it feels like to die. Yes, that's much simpler. Did she do her confession? I don't think there was time for that, right? Now only she and Julius know. Julius alone with this secret is crazy. Yeah, this is just not random amnesia. Yeah, this spared her from it. Weird. This takes me back. Going back to basics. Did he forget what water is? This is an interesting test for them, right? Like, what remains? I mean, there's no reason to think her feelings would fade, but what specifically are the things she likes about Subaru, you know? And like, just based on what she said so far and the situation up till now, there's something deep and fundamental that she likes about him. She has the context to understand what his base traits are when expressed, if that makes sense. It's interesting to think about, like, the people that I have bonds with, how much of it was dependent on circumstance. Like, putting aside the obvious level that my meeting of them was circumstance, right? But I mean the actual glue, what is responsible for the feelings and the attachment and stuff. I mean, just to sort of, I can, for example, think about relationships that were very much based on convenience, which is more on like that circumstantial side, right? And those relationships tend to fade along with the situations that brought you together, if that makes sense. But I think that with certain people, the bond is no accident and there's something almost fate-like about it. Even if it's hard to put into words, there's some kind of alignment that it feels like, yeah, I would always bond with this person. One way I've thought about it in the past is with shapes, how like we all have a shape. It sounds corny, but like a puzzle piece, right? And we're sort of blasting through space on some causal stream outside of our control, which is the chance part. And so we're just randomly colliding with a bunch of other puzzle pieces, but inevitably, just given enough time and exposure, and I guess like a puzzle piece that is compatible enough generally, like you have a decent enough chance of bonding, you will eventually connect with a compatible piece. Sort of like enzymes and an enzyme receptor, right? Like if this is not the right receptor for the enzyme is just going to fly past it or collide and bounce off. I don't know. And so I guess the question is like, what is shape in the analogy? And I think it has something to do with like orientation towards potential, like the vision we have of what should be or what we can be, though there are probably a lot of other dimensions as well. Ram also gonna take this maybe harder than she would show. Like she would be harsh, but I mean, she just lost a big ally. Or she just doesn't believe him at all. Yeah, I don't blame her for being suspicious. So this is Ram. Yeah, she's freaking out. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's also the only person who remembers Rem in full detail. That's tough. Yeah, what's the connection to her now? Yeah, I guess Julius now gets to repay the favor. And I am great, and I never lost a battle, and I never cried. I am the most powerful man on earth. Not once have I fallen down the stairs. Never have I ridden a man's back. Yeah, also, speaking of which, who remembers Julius now? Another blow for Julius. Except for Foxidna, right? She remembers Julius and needs him somehow. That is true, but like also insufficient as an explanation. So you've noticed. Big news, everybody. This is noble, I guess. I appreciate this. As her scarf. Very observant, you know. That's it. Oh, you also suspected it. You know what surprises me about that is very subtle. Ram just did a surprise Pikachu face. I was pretty sure up until this moment that she had been watching through the eyes of the birds in the Julius confession. But if it wasn't her, who the hell was it? Because somebody was watching. Yeah, does that name ring a bell? I'm as bothered as I am excited. It wasn't that bad. You're exaggerating. It was a great experience. No. So ungrateful. After everything she did for us, after all we learned through her trials. Damn, all the echidna slander, and she's not even here to defend herself. It's a shame. There's been a few obstacles. And we're fighting the greatest swordsman of all time, the greatest stick swinger. Oh, look at Emilia being the emotional pillar of support. Wow, this is huge. Wow, I love that. Yeah, this is channeling Subaru. Yeah, this is the Subaru that she knows. He doesn't know it's him either. It's amazing. It's solidified through his influence in their relationship. That's such a nice moment. Speaking of which, that also makes it her, right? Like, that is resoundingly who she is. This also maybe sounds cliche, but that maybe is one way of thinking about the measure of the qualities that we would like to embody or that we try to practice. It's easy to like be wonderful and charming and stuff when everything's going well for you and you're well rested and well fed, etc. Who are you when the chips are down? One way to put this is everyone is a gangster until, right? But Emilia this season just a gangster through and through. I'm sorry, I screwed it up. He doesn't know about return by death. Yep. Speaking of actually admiring Subaru, the real Subaru. Well, how would he remember?
スバルは酸素のショクで倒れてたの。
Yeah, that itself is not.
酸素のショック。
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. That explains. I thought he passed out in that Oasis room, but they brought him there. That was confusing.
悪さを働いたのはショクの可能性
What
が
did he
高い
read?
な。
Did you read his own book?
じゃあ俺も読んでて倒れた？それで脳がパンクして記憶喪失とか？
Yeah, maybe.
朝ごはんを片したら実況見分と行こう。
でもスバルは
Don't go alone. They're taking this very well, all of them, except for Ram.
ステータスオープン。
Huh?
出ないか。異世界なら魔法方面にも期待したいところ。
Well, I mean, you have something like it. You also smell bad. Isekai into a new world of body odor. No sword, just body odor and darkness. You smell like a witch.
昇級魔法で壊すとか達成。だったらこれはどうだ。
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the whip completely. Oh, you forgot his skills. Yeah, that is interesting.
こんな時のためにやってきたことの日記
Oh,
でも
yeah,
残
that's
しておけよ。使えねえ。
Well, like, would you remember where the diary was? It would have to, like, be in your pocket or somewhere you stumble across.
こっちじゃねえや。
We shouldn't really be alone, but, whatever.
なんだこの階段すんげえ高い。
What? Well, we're gonna find out about Return by Death. We just pushed him.
スバルって
We can't rule out that this was a friend. Like, as sick as the show is, like, maybe we'll reset to a point where he has his memories. Yeah, this is super, super
ほらベ
disorienting.
アトリスも言ってるでしょ。
What the
ス
hell
バ
just
ルが見
happened?
当たらないって大
I
慌
lived
て
this
で
already.
倒れてるところを見つけて泣きそうだったんだから。言わなくてもいいことまで言わなくてもいいかしら。
But then it's, man, this is just so many layers of detail deep because he's already gonna know them, but like still has to explain that he lost his memories. It's like, how did you lose your memories? But also you know everything already. You know all of our names and all the details. I guess there's selective amnesia, but it's just messy. It convolutes the solution.
は？え？
The Smash is done with it.
私たちになんだか話が食い違ってる気がするのよ。
Yes. Thanks for cutting right through that.
今のやりとりさっきの。
Yeah. Right.
まさか予知夢とか。
スバル
Uh-oh.
二人とも
It's a
落
mess.
ち着いて聞いてくれ。実は予知夢。
Yeah, how do we, like going through this again, also dangerous for his character. Like it
どうも
nearly
俺
broke him the
記
first
憶を
time.
なくしたらしいんだ。
To go through it again. Stop hitting yourself. It doesn't work that way.
スバルは本当に手のかかる契約者かしら。こんなことはこれっきりにしてくれない
Oh man, that line really came around to bite us. But this time, let's stay off the stairwell.
腹立つっす。おっさま、なんとか言ってやってくださいさ。
助け舟サンキュー。
Oh no, rejected. That's humiliating.
あと夢から覚めた理由とこの後何が起きたのか確かめないと。
Maybe don't get so close this
やっぱ
time.
すげえ高い。
I was here and then suddenly I fell. Good instincts.
だから
Oh, I didn't recognize Ram's voice, but
なんでまでスバルのことをそんな風に言うの？客観的な事実を見たまでです。
エミリア様、
oh, they're all in on this.
今の彼を頼るのは不確定要素が大きすぎるとそう指摘しているだけです。
Wow.
それは
Is it really them? I want to see with my own eyes. No, I need to see with my own eyes. This could be an illusion. I don't know.
くそー。
I don't think they would. It doesn't sound like them. I don't know. This is all weird. Something's so weird.
予知夢のことも信じてもらえるかどう
Watch
か。
out. Oh no. Oh my god.
夏樹君をこれ以上同行させるのは危険じゃない
No, he's hitting every single stair on the way down. How it hit every floor. Oh my god.
今の彼を頼るのは不確定要素。
But somehow, what his friend said hurts worse. It's our memories that make us who we are. Okay. This is not going well. This is not good. Yeah. Oh, man, it sucks to see him work through this again. And now with some suspicion in his mind that he's being betrayed. Oh my god, he just smacked the hell out of Beatrice. This is just miasma. This is just miasma, right? This is miasma. You're succumbing to the miasma again. They're not gonna know where that came from. Beatrice don't know what the hell just hit her. Oh, maybe this is what it is. This is the intro evil Subaru. Are we going to the ledge again?
おめえ、
Oh, we're going to Reed. So he just lives here now?
まさか泣いてんのかよ。
I was right to call you a wuss.
よ、おめえ。言い任されて泣いてんのか、おめえ。
Okay, that was mean. That was rude.
うせえにせよ。
Oh It's weird. It's like I'm watching Subaru live through my first time watching ReZero. Oh, this is not what I thought it would be. This is actually kind of painful. Also, the timing of that, like Reed took this moment, Subaru at his lowest, to be the meanest he's been in the series so far. What are you, crying? That gets you a chopstick in the liver. What's with the birds? Also, bird statues. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through that too. You're not gonna see them again. There's that whole thing. Right. I mean, good news and bad news. The hell? This is also very familiar. Oh, I hate this. Hi. Hello. Okay. I fixed it. Weird. There's so much happening at the same time. Cold. All of this is familiar. Like, so many memories coming back. You know that I'm so traumatized I can't speak, Subaru? You were pushed twice. It's actually happening, yeah. There it is, yeah. Yeah, we're reliving all this. Not allowed to leave. Oh no, she's bugging out. That activated her. Uh-oh. What the hell? Oh my god, this is terrible. This like completely went in a different direction. Like I was all in on like the library pursuit and we're gonna find out the mystery behind the books. Jump into reading. Let's figure out a clever way to like fight Reed and stuff. But no, we are really going back to the beginning. I don't know why. I'm trying to like put my finger on why this feels worse. Maybe one way to explain it though, like who knows, is again back to like the inner psyche thing, the subconscious. To do this twice, even without memories, even if it's all brand new, that's a lot. I mean, also, this is just like kind of game design thinking, but there's maybe something to this here as well, where like because of who he is and the way he's conducted himself, he's risen up the levels of difficulty. So like to go through this until figure out this world as nothing Subaru, maybe substantially different than like figuring this out as savior of the world Subaru in the magic library, completely isolated from the outside world with a couple of shady characters like Foxidna and Meili and Ram sometimes. There's so much to unpack. I feel like there are going to be so many details that correspond or echo early seasons, but one thing that's very Subaru is the clinging to like, I'll survive this and I'll come back and kill you, right? Like the initial motivation being rage, which like whatever, right? That kind of got him through, I think, to some degree the first time. Having something to focus on, always having a mission, something he feels he needs to do, even if it was extremely emotional. Just got him to like keep putting himself out there. And over time he refined it. So there's still some hope here, but I don't know. Maybe some of that was also circumstance, right? Maybe the right people were there, like Rem, who is now not here. Maybe there's just something about the way that went, right? Because everyone has the potential for all manner of things. That plus the miasma, which may or may not play a role in this somehow. It's kind of scary. It's scary and disorienting.